My name is Olga Chwa, and I'm delighted to be with you here for a session of gentle movement and meditation. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. We'll move into a Nidra practice, and I invite you to get super comfortable coming into a position here that is delicious. What do you need to be comfortable, and is there any way to be even more comfortable? Is there another pillow or blanket or cushion or something in the lighting where you are, or in the sound levels of your space there that can be improved upon? Is there a way to make this better? And maybe the answer is no. Maybe you've got everything just perfect, and that's wonderful. But maybe there's a little something. Maybe there's just a little shift in position that would feel good, or maybe there's a sip of water that would be soothing to you. Whatever it is, it's not wrong. I promise you that. Whatever your needs are welcome, are deserve to be seen and heard. So let yourself see those needs and heed to them. As you prepare yourself for this journey inward, this invitation to take a bit of a wander into the inner landscape with our practice of Yoga Nidra, in which we invite the physical body to come into a sleep-like state while the mind stays awake and follows these instructions. And it might follow them exactly. You might hear every word and you might not. You might drift off into a space somewhere between asleep and awake. And that's quite fine. There's no wrong way to do this practice, and you will be invited to awaken and emerge at the end of the practice. So if you do let yourself drift off, again, you're doing it perfectly correctly if that's what happens. And if you stay awake, that is also a good way to do this. No wrong way about it. So yes, you might fall asleep. And that's the power of this practice. We're working with that liminality and this universality that we all sleep. We all sleep. We were born knowing how to sleep. Nobody took sleep lessons. But some of us have lost the connection to natural sleep and struggle with sleep. And if that's you, you are welcome here as well. And if you drift off into sleep, you are welcome here. And if you go in a little bit, dip in and dip out, you are also in the right place. Rest assured, you are here and you are welcome. And you organize your body. You organize your body for this comfort, for this pleasure. You might be on your back and you might be over on your side. You might be on your belly somewhere. You might be sat up. Whatever really works and suits you. And you know what that is. Your body's got a clue, and it speaks its own language with its sensations and its itches. Just tuning into your body there. Giving it what it needs. Listening to the body and listening to your space, listening to where you are in the world, listening to the room. You're practicing the room or the space, and there might be some sounds coming from further away outside that space. And how nice to have shelter, how nice to be held here in this container and have access to the internet, electricity. Listening for those sounds. You might hear there's sometimes a buzz of the internet or a clock ticking or something, a light that has a sound. Collecting an awareness of all these sounds all around you. All the way to the sounds close by. The breath, the heartbeat, the interstitial sounds, the sounds in the body. Listening, tuning in. All the the way to the inner voices, all the way to what the mind is up on about. And it might be that your mind is feeling peaceful. It might be that your mind is rested and it's saying, oh, I just feel good and nice. And that would be a fine place to notice. And it might be that you've got something that's still churning up in the mind. In our human lives, there's often a thing that's got our minds. Just welcoming that, whatever that is. And dropping into an awareness of the space of the heart, taking that journey, letting the mind move. And it might be with the exhale, it might be with that sound of the ujjayi breath, that a little bit of a snore or roar on the exhale, or it might even be a bit of a moan or a yawn or a sigh on exhale. You might have a little extra sound that you make to bring the awareness into the heart space, into the inner landscape there. And sometimes some folks plant a seed for the practice. Some people like to plant an intention, a resolve. And you might have one, that might be you, and you might have a seed that you work with, that you cultivate. It might be more than a seed for you. And this would be the moment to let the mind say that internally, to repeat your thing. And some people are here for the experience, for whatever emerges, and that's another way to do the intention. What better way to explore intention than with its opposite, the openness to all that emerges. And you might have an intention just for the moment. You might just have something you need right now that you might say to yourself, like, I am here to feel better in my hip, or to feel better in my relationship with sleep, whatever it is, your one thing, you might have a thing that you're working with. So this is a little opportunity for that cultivation work, that inner development, to tell yourself, why are you here? Why are you doing this? What do you desire? What are you looking for? And inviting that in, even if it's openness, if it's suspending desire, if you're here to not have a wish and to feel satisfied and fulfilled as you are, what does that feel like? Inviting that in as a physical experience. Can you invite the body to show you? If you're here to cultivate patience, what does patience feel like? If you're here for the strength, what does strength feel like? Inviting that in, trying that on as a physical, like a cloak that you put on. I'm putting on my cloak of resilience and courage, whatever it is you might be needing. Or my cloak of surrender to the unknown and the welcoming of all that shows up. And letting that go. As soon as you feel it, checking that with your awareness and letting that dissipate and be free as the breath moves on. Moving on to the rotation of awareness, taking the awareness down to the right foot to notice your heel on the right foot and the sole of the right foot. Moving around the perimeter here today with the right big toe and the little toes that follow, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And up the edge, the outside edge, from the little toe out to the outside of the heel there and the outer ankle. Moving up the back of the right calf and under the knee. And up the back of the thigh and out the outside of the thigh to the right side of the buttock and the right waist. And up the ribs there on the right to the right armpit. Turning that corner and letting the awareness move down to the right elbow and the right wrist. Into the right hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and little finger. Palm of the hand and the back of the hand. Keep moving along the right wrist to the elbow to the shoulder, along the right side of the neck and the right ear. As we bridge over the crown of the head, up and over to the left ear, down the left side of the neck to the left shoulder. And down to the left elbow and wrist and hand. Left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and little finger. Palm of the hand and the back of the hand there. and up from the left wrist to the elbow, to the armpit and down the ribs there, to the left waist and the hip, and down the back of the left thigh and the outside there to the back of the left knee and the left calf and the left heel and the left edge of the foot to the left little toe, toes 4, 3, and 2, and the big toe on the left, to be aware of the sole of the left foot and the top of the left foot. Both feet together, left and right, the 2 ankles and the lower legs, the 2 knees and the upper thighs, inner thighs, upper front of the thighs, outer thighs, and backs of the thighs. Take a moment to be aware of the pelvis with its pelvic floor, the right groin, the left groin, the right buttock and the left buttock, the right hip and the left hip. Be aware of the whole pelvis and how it's connected to the low back and to the abdomen and to the ribs and chest and heart, all the way to the neck and to the chin and face, around the back of the head, right ear and left ear, the chin and the cheeks, the lips and the nose, right and left eye, right eyebrow and left, eyebrow center, forehead, hairline, and the crown of the head together, head and face, neck and shoulders, arms, trunk, abdomen and pelvis, and the 2 legs together, the whole body. The whole body, the whole body. And be aware of the whole body in this practice, the whole body, breathing, receiving every inhale. Breathe in the resources this body might need at the moment. Breathe in the sustenance. Breathe in the vitality. How do you wish to feel? Breathe that in. Inviting that in, breathing all that you need into this whole body. This is the practice. This might be the place to return to. This might be the place to stay. Listening and feeling and breathing and knowing that you're in the right place at the right time. You have arrived to the evening of another day. And asking the question, what do I need? Listening for the answer, what do I need most? You might need to stay where you are. You might be in a comfortable place. You might need to keep yourself resting and nourishing that this way. And you might need to do something else. You might know that there's some other activity coming up tonight. You might have a dinner or other responsibilities. So before the movement begins, before the body wakes up, take a moment to dream that forward. Take a moment to prepare for what's next. And that might be staying right here. That might be no change. And you might just dream yourself forward. How will the next few moments look? What will the body do? Where might you be? What might be expected or demanded or needed of you? And what can you do to keep this center, to keep this wholeness, to keep these gifts and these resources close to you? And that's the invitation, to sit with these questions, to keep yourself nourished and whole. And if it's time to emerge, if it's time to wake up, you deepen the breath, listening to the sounds, wiggle the toes and the fingers, move the muscles of the face, the tongue, the nose, the lips, and the eyebrows. Let the fingers touch one another as the digits come in to touch the thumb, one by one. Maybe coming back to some of the movements from earlier if they felt good, if they were awakening, if they were inviting, maybe touching the face, the ears, giving those a little massage. A little up, a little down. There is no rush and there is no hurry, and there's plenty of time to keep moving, to check in with your body, to notice what it is that it needs. And it might need stillness, it might need a drink of water, it might need to go to the bathroom. You're giving your body whatever it needs. And it might need some more stretches, some more twists, some more reaches. If you're so choosing to awaken and emerge, if you are asleep, that is also a perfect place to rest. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here live on Zoom. And thank you also if you're watching later on YouTube. Thank you for liking and subscribing and checking out the live class every week on Mondays and Wednesdays. And those details are on my website at olgachwa.com. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and leave a comment about your experience. And while you're here, please subscribe to my channel and opt in for notifications to catch the next class I upload. And then head over to olgachwa.com to join in a live event or to work one-on-one with me. I'm here to help.